So here's the thing, Japanese don't say you. So there are anata and kimi, which are the most common ones. But I hardly ever use them, especially kimi. Anata is the most formal and polite version of you, but you only hear it in certain contexts, like official documents, textbooks, debates, interviews, or surveys and questionnaires. One of the most common places you will hear anata would be wives calling their husbands anata, or often mothers to their kids. But it never goes the other way around. Fathers don't call their wives anata or their kids anata. With my close friends, sometimes I use anata when I'm roasting them, but if you're not careful, you can sound rude. So make sure your friendship is actually on that level. However, on the contrary, I would also use anata when I am giving someone, again, a close friend, a compliment, or when I praise them, in a way where I would say in English, "Sir, what you're doing is impressive. あなたはすごい," kind of thing. So yes, anata is technically polite and proper, but it can feel unnatural or condescending. But again, let's say if you're conducting a street interview for your YouTube channel or whatever, you can use anata in your questions. But I should mention that for Japanese learners, don't worry too much about it because we all understand it's part of what you're taught, and the word anata is an important element of proper Japanese. And now kimi, it's supposed to be more casual and intimate depending on the context, but it's not one size fits all. You'll probably hear it more often in anime or movies than in real life. Some boyfriends and husbands might call their girlfriends or wives kimi, but to me it sounds a little condescending, like it kind of puts the guy in the higher position in the relationship. And of course it depends on the couple and the background behind their relationship. Personally, I don't like being called kimi at all if they're supposed to be equal to me. So in real life, the most common place you hear kimi is teachers to students, bosses to employees, and someone much older to someone much younger. So in those situations, I'm generally fine being called kimi. But even then, especially today, it can still sound a little condescending. So the bottom line is, in everyday conversation, except those situations that I mentioned earlier, it's safest just to use their names and suffixes like san, kun, and chan. Bye, またね